Hey, backlog kids! Look who finally arrived! After months of waiting, I can finally introduce to you the Bandai HGAC 1144 scale EOS from New Mobile Report Gundam Wing Dual Story Unit Manga, piloted by Roche Natono, who looks like a Char clone, but it looks like it's not the guy with the mask in this series. If you look at this kit's box, you'll see it's not the monochrome box you'd come to expect from a Bandai release kit, and lacks some details in the box such as the subtext, usually pointing out which organization built or used it. Same as the other mobile suit kits from this line, which kinda makes me think they were going to have this retail released but decided not to push through. Clearly Bandai didn't know G-Unit has 2.9 million monthly listeners in Spotify. I mean, 50 Cent even performed in the Super Bowl just recently. That's a big deal in America, right? Missed opportunity, Bandai. Anyways, let's check out if this kit's worth the damn wait. So here it is, straight out of the box. And as you can see, the design of this mobile suit comes out really regal, doesn't it? It has this nice hot red main color scheme, with your typical gold injection plastic for the gold trims. The frame color of this Leo boy would be the same gray as his fellow Leo bros, but upon building this kit, I've come to realize that you won't be able to build a normal red Leo with this kit alone. Turns out, the kit is missing runner C from your normal Leo, which is kinda bummer, and also some parts of the normal Leo were reused elsewhere. Like this part in the side skirt, which was used as a joint for the feet. I was thinking I could make him switch from Leo to Leo S from time to time to make a Leo Ranger skit or something. Ah well. Going back to the kit, you'll see the cloak will be made entirely in plastic, in this matte maroon plastic, which feels sort of premium. Not sure if this is the premium soft plastic though, as it's a bit on the rigid side. Honestly, I would have preferred a cloak made of cloth, but Bandai doesn't exactly have a nice track record when it comes to cloth pieces for kits. Color separation for this kit is fantastic. Sticker sheet is kept to a minimum with only having stickers for the eye sensor and crest sensors. Sensor for the Leo face inside, though I used the plain foil sticker instead. This pink sticker for the handlebar thing in the torso, and this embroidered sticker for the grip of the beam musket. A bit disappointed that the beam musket isn't color separated like the chest plate, which is very nice by the way. But seeing this part is really small, it's understandable. Anyways, you could just reverse wash this like how you would for the sleeve kits, as they have the same design. By the way, a neat little thing for this kit is that the epaulets, these fancy shoulder pads, has a special runner within the runner for the tassels. This makes assembling them much more easier than attaching them one by one. Granted, it's not really impossible to do, but hey, what a neat little build. So if you're wondering how it looks like if you didn't cut the runner off, here it is, looking like it has drone propellers. Nice. My favorite part of the overall mobile suit design, by the way, is the head. It just looks sleek, reminding me of the Sazabi head design, but melded with the Leo. The pink sideburns are also a nice touch and really pulls your eyes to the head. For the seam lines, you get your usual ones on the top of the torso, along the forearms, and along the legs. So yeah, the kit definitely is a much more handsome Leo and really gives off an Ace unit vibe because of how ornate this thing looks. The hot red and the golden color scheme really is an eye-catching combination, and you could say that this is the Ferrari Leo for Toyota Leos. Moving on to the accessories, this kit really doesn't come with much. Let's start off with a diffuser cloak, which is the cape that wraps around it. Side note, I really like holding the kit around the cloak. It just fits just right in my hand. Anyways, the cloak comes in 3 pieces, 1 in the back and 2 for the arms. They have a very basic hinge articulation that enables them to move out, with the back having more range. Seeing how rigid these are, it's kinda hard to make this kit look good while posing, so you might need to be a bit more creative doing so. They are plugged via a peg through their respective hardpoints and is straightforward to detach. The hardpoint on the back will have a cover like the other Leos, but before we cover it up, look at that cool detail in there. Very nice. By the way, if you're wondering if the other Leo backpacks work with this fella, parachute yes, space pack no, flight pack a bit loose, but sure, maybe. A little bit disappointing, but if you plan on customizing with the backpacks, you'll only need to shave off a bit of plastic from the torso or a bit of thickening the peg to attach them snugly. Moving on, we have here the beam musket, which comes with its own trigger finger by the way. I really love the design of this beam musket as it really looks like it's one of those ornate guns that has a classy look. Kind of like a Tex Mechanica gun from Destiny. Or a Jacob's gun if you're a Borderlands fan. Man, this Roche guy has good taste. To pair with this classy gun, the Leo S also has a pair of beam dual sabers, which looks to be beam rapiers based on the cup guards. It has an alternate part which you can store at the side skirts, and it looks like the cup guards recedes when sheathed. The beam saber effects are in these green beams, which are the usual beam saber colors for wing kits. Not sure why the Geminas had pink though. Anyways, these beam saber effect parts look to be exclusive to this kit, as it doesn't have a separate runner like your usual ones. There are 2 of these, so yes, you can dual wield like a boss. So overall, a pretty decent amount of accessories for the Leo S. The loadout really is simple, having a main gun and a couple of melee weapons, and a shield in the form of the diffuser cloak. The mobile suit really looks like it's more of a ceremonial suit, with the weapons matching the garishness of the overall aesthetics. Time to look at the articulation, but before that, let's take the cloak off. With that out of the way, let's start with the head, which is in a ball joint that can move a bit of an up and down, and it can do a full 360. But make sure to avoid colliding the helmet with the collar. Torso has a nice upgrade, enabling it to do a crunch and also a side to side. Man, I hope they keep implementing this build for the torso instead of the double ball joint. Torso can also rotate, but not a whole lot. Shoulders have a vertical hinge and is also on a ball joint. Shoulder armor can tilt and arm can go all the way up to there. Bicep swivel. Single joint and elbow but with a nice bend. Hands are on a ball joint. Front skirts can move up and down but a bit tight. Side skirts can move sideways and are on a ball joint, but it's really tight. Legs can drop down and can split like so, but are hindered by the side skirts. The drop down mechanism enables the kick forward, but back skirt blocks the kick backwards. Bit of a thigh swivel. Nice double jointed knees, but not quite full of a bend. Ankle armors tilt a bit. Ankle pivots sideways. Feet are on a ball joint and has a slipper articulation. So overall, the articulation is fantastic with some welcome additions compared to that of the regular Leo. I especially like the torso's new and improved articulation, which is reminiscent of the revived Destiny Gundam torso. It really makes the kit feel more solid over the regular Leo build. No doubt, you'll be able to pull off a lot of cool poses for this fella. But as I said, you'll need to get more creative if you want to incorporate the cloak. Size comparison time, and let's start with the normal Leo. As you can see, the Leo S will be a bit taller thanks to its longer legs, and well, obviously the head. Well, given it is an ace unit, it's sure to want to stand out. Let's try to compare it with something along its caliber, which is this tall geese tree. So, discounting their chicken combs, they look to be on par in terms of head height. However, the The Tallgis tree's proportions make it look a bit smaller than the Leo S, which has a bit of chunk to it. Next, let's move on to the usual suspects, starting with the RX-78-2, representing the average Gundam. And their height looks to be on par with each other. But again, discounting the huge chicken comb. Against the narrative over here, as expected, the narrative will be the taller boy, but if you take into account the chicken comb, talk about compensating for something, huh? So yeah, size won't be a problem for this pretty boy, as it's pretty much on par with your average 1144 scale Gunplas, especially with this one coming from a series of smaller units. So overall, the P Bandai Leo S is a tremendous kit out the box. A very elegant design, nice color separation, and not to mention, very poseable. Well, I kinda wish the cloak was more poseable, but other than that, this kit is great. A bit disappointed that the other Leo backpacks don't play nicely with this guy, but a bit of customization can go a long way. I would argue that the slight incompatibility is worth it for the new and improved torso articulation. Man, I really wish Bandai would implement this sort of torso build than your usual double ball joint build for the HG kits. It's just vastly superior. I'm really hoping they'd also release the Leo R and the Leo M to complete the team. Especially the big, beefy Leo N.
Oh yeah!
That's an instant pre-order for me. This red hot bad boy comes in at 1980 yen. Not that bad for a P Bandai kit, and would definitely recommend this to anyone thinking of a pickup. So is it worth the wait? Yeah, I'd say so. Especially now that I could do this.
Ultimate Leo Review.
So that's it for the review. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a down. And let us know why in the comment sections below. Consider subscribing if you like what we do. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss a video. If you really enjoyed our video and wanted to support our channel's growth, come join our Patreon and help fuel Backlog Kids editor with black tea. Join us again next time for another Backlog Kids review. Oh hey, you're still here. Thanks for being a champ and staying all the way to the end. If you like this video, why don't you check out another one of our reviews over here? Yeah, that one. It's showing up, right? You just need to click it so you could watch the video. Like right now. There's no other end credit scene here. We're not Marvel. Or are we? No, not really. Because we're Backlog Kids.